Hi guys, it's Maaike. Today I'm back with Everyday Christmas Card Series number 24, and I'm making this star-shaped shaker card because I got star-shaped nail art sequence thingies. There's 30,000 apparently in one of those bags, and I got 2. So I'll be making a lot of shaky cards. Not on camera, probably. And I've got these multi-frame dies from Nelly Snellen, and there's one that cuts, and then there's one with the little dots that makes dots, little holes, as a decorative rim, and I thought that's really cute. So I'm putting that on the outside. I could also have put it on the inside, but then would have worked with it. There's different sizes, and you can scale them up. See, I like that little rim. I mean, it's something different from a stitched or dotted thing. And I'm measuring where the opening is, or where I need to put my snowman. That's from Merry Delight by Penny Black. And I'm stamping it with MFT Licorice Black ink. That's hybrid ink, because I'm gonna do some watercoloring with my Aquablend pencils from Spectrum Noir. And I used to use Intense Black from Simon Says Stamp. I love that very much, but it's run dry, and I haven't been able to make any orders yet, so they didn't have the refills, and I do have the refills for this. I have 2 actually, so I might use those up before I get a new Simon Says Stamp one. Makes sense, right? This is a Hero Arts Get Merry, and I'm not sure how old it is because I have had this for ages, and it says on the back Hero Arts Inc. 2010, but that could be when Hero Arts got launched. I don't know, it's old, so this also qualifies as an oldie but goodie, I guess. And I'm just using VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and here you see Merry Delight. Don't look at my handwriting because I can't read it most of the times. But this is the Nelly Snellen. They have different ones in the series. I only have the star, and I'm not getting the other. I think it's from last year. I'm not really sure, but I like the Christmas trees a little bit more than any of the other shapes. They're too fancy for me. Does that make sense? So I'm tracing where the opening is. So I thought maybe I will do a background, and now I'm erasing them a little bit so they won't show through my coloring, but I can still see them. You probably won't be. And I'm drawing in a snowbank for the little guy to sit on. And Sharpie, of course, is waterproof, and I'm making it a little bit in a sketchy line like the stamp is. I did that on purpose, see? And then I'll be using some of my pencils, and most of them come from the primary set or the natural set. So here's, I show them in screen: sky blue, cobalt blue, cypress green, red cherry, and I'm also using chrome orange for the nose because I forgot to pull that one out. So at first I thought I was gonna do a stripy scarf with the green and the blue, and then I started coloring and I made it all green. Yeah, I could have gone over it and maybe, I didn't know. I thought, oh, green is nice, it's Christmassy. So I'm picking up the color with a pencil. And this is a Schut hot press smooth watercolor paper. So I decided to do my stocking blue instead. And this is number 5. It has extra long fibers, as you can see, compared to other ones, and they hold more water but also more pliable. And sometimes I have trouble staying inside the lines because yeah, the pliability of the brush. Does that make sense? Yeah. I had the same trouble with my Copic Chaos. I kept going outside the lines because, you know. Yeah, I'm clumsy. Also, I pick up some of the pigment from the tip of the pencil direct because it makes it easier to layer and you get a more concentrated color, I think. But basically what I do is I put the most color down where I think the shadow is, and then I fade it out towards the light. And I have to dab it quite often with my paper towel because the brush holds as much water. It also transfers a lot of water to the paper. So this is the red cherry for the hat. And there I went outside, so I thought, oh, I'll just do it red. I wanted to do a white rim like Santa's hat, but you know, if it's a knitted woolly hat, it wouldn't have the two colors probably. You see that pool of water there? And I also went into his face, and I tried to pick it up with a clean brush, and it worked a little bit, but when going over with the sky blue for the shading of the snow, he turned a little bit purple. And well, that's usually my color when I'm cold, so yeah, that's not good. We had a quite nice few days in Holland with the weather. It's like summer in the autumn. It was quite nice. And yeah, I've been working in the garden a lot as well. And you see, I'm putting the pencil on the darkest bit and then I fade it out. And then I pick up a little bit more color to put more shadow where the snowman is. And then I switch to the other blue, it's cobalt blue, to make it a little bit more intense than the sky blue. So frankly, I had no patience. It wasn't going anywhere. I mean, at a certain point you get the saturation that the color is, and you can't get darker, you know, by putting more layers on it. Blue is blue. So this time I'm using my small brush just for a little bit more control. But for bigger area, it's handy to use bigger brushes because they hold more water, and you know, you don't get those streaks or pools of water as much as you do with the small ones. I was gonna make an analogy there, but yeah. Little orange nose, because you know, it should be carrot. And then I decided to do his pom-pom blue as well, or white, and then, you know, to shade white I use blue or grey, but for snow I use blue. And then I'm looking at the background. See, I could leave it like that, but I'm giving him a bit of a grey background, and I use a fossil grey for that. And it could have been green for forest or blue, but I already used so much blue. And frankly, grey is our winter skies in the Netherlands. Yeah, we usually don't have any color in our sky. We had an orange sun, I think 2 weeks ago, because of Ophelia. She blew a lot of dust this way from the Sahara sand and such, and that made the sun go orange. I hope you can see this grey is very faint, but it definitely leaves a little bit of a aura around him. And yeah, it's just a little bit different. I'm also doing the tip to tip, or the brush to tip, just to give it a bit more depth, just around him. That pushes the background more to the background as well. And the star isn't that much big. The window is not that big, so you know, you don't need to do the whole area. You could, but then I would have switched to Distress Ink or Aquilina, I guess. You see, you can see the shading better when the star is on there. Nothing. This little snowman, he's so cute. I'm trimming off a little bit of the edges, just to make sure that nothing will stick out when I put it on the back of my shaker. See? And I'm actually tracing the area where I think the snowman looks the best, and hoping not to cover it up with, you know, the foam tape. I also got a piece of acetate to size, and I will attach it with red tape, which I've done off camera because that took me 10 minutes. And now I'm building up my shaker with foam tape. And actually at first I thought I would leave quite a big area, not bother going all around the image. So I thought I would just put in little dams here and there. And then I decided to make the shaker compartment a little bit smaller. So that's why I'm filling up this little gap there, because I thought that will be my outer rim. So I changed my mind there while I work. See, I'm also closing that gap so nothing can escape. And then I thought, no, I'll just make it smaller and I'll make little walls. But then I thought my sequins, my nail art thingies, are so small, they will just go behind those dams and never come back. So I had to close those off, actually. And yeah, I didn't think about it. And if I'd, you know, given it a little bit more thought, I probably would have cut it out of foam and have the shape exactly the same, because that's much easier. But see, here's trying to fill up all the corners so the sequins can't escape. So here it is done. I finished it off camera as well, because that took a, you can see, I had to close off all those little corners just to keep the sequins in. And I'm looking for the, there is no, so I just cut off a corner there. And I think I put in a little bit too many. I only did one tier, I think one layer of foam tape, because these sequins are so small. I didn't think they needed 2 tiers to walk around, and yeah, I had to clean up some of the sequins. But so putting the snowman on the back, and I'm putting more red tape to stick him to my card base. And I peeled that off camera as well. So I'm putting it on my card base. It's a top folding card. And then you will see how much sequins there is in there. And I thought there wasn't that much, but my snowman is completely covered. Well, almost. But I like full shaker cards anyway, so this is perfect, in my opinion. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. And I will see you again on Sunday. Bye.